Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful day in February 2022. It is the 4th. We are looking at the market this morning and hoping for good things. Had a decent day yesterday. We were trading around in the metaverse. And had a good play, two good plays actually, yesterday. Point them out. So we took this break of 244, like we had planned. I actually didn't get in on it until it was at about 242.50. And then we wrote it down to 240, took profits there, which was a decent place. A lot of people on Discord were talking about 234 being the gapping point, which was fine. I was worried that it wouldn't get there, and so that's why I took quick profits at an even number. And then it jacked back up to a little bit above the opening price, actually. Couldn't quite make it. It crossed that 244 threshold again, and I was at work. I couldn't watch it, so I bought a really cheap put that was way out of the money and around this area here in anticipation for it going down. So it ended up dropping down close to close to the low of the day, and at this point I had a trail stop set at $20 profit, and so that ended up being, I believe, about 25%. The trail stop triggered on this bounce right here, unfortunately. It would have triggered here too, but we had... who's texting me? All right. So yeah, triggered it here. It could have made a lot more if it just would have held on, but again, I was at work. I couldn't just actively watch it, and I probably would have sold it into this area here anyway because it was so close to the low of the day. But coming into today, they were right about our little gap being here at 234 because we have now filled the gap, gone beyond the gap. And what I mean by a gap is we're looking at the daily chart. So each one of these candles represents a day. And if you go back a couple of years, we have right here, between this day here and this day here, we have a gap between the candles, which means there's a price increase overnight. It's closed at 234-ish and then opened at 255. So it's like a $10 gap. So the space between there is what we call the gap. And if you break down below the support of this channel, you are now inside this gap zone, and typically, often, it will just simply go down to the next point of support, which was resistance before it broke out and gapped up. So that's what we mean by a gap, and it wasn't super smooth. Like PayPal was a perfect example the other day of there we go, of a gap getting filled. So right here, it had a gap, and it opened 139 was the top of that gap, and then it went all the way down to, I believe, 29, or maybe it was 30, was the bottom of that gap, and it just went straight down, which was perfect. It was amazing. So Facebook wasn't as clean because it had this nice little bounce that it did in the mid-morning. But again, it looks like it is ultimately going to fill that gap, which means we don't really have a play on it this morning. It would have been nice to hold some puts overnight, but hey, that's okay. So, what? Let's see here. So we're good there. I'm just trying to... I wanted to play some music kind of in the background of these live streams because I think that would be really nice instead of hearing me just kind of smack my lips and be obnoxious, unintentionally obnoxious. Hey, why is YouTube not working here? My channel. There we go. No, I don't want to hear myself. There we go. No! Stop. I want to go here. Go to YouTube Studio. Content. Let's see if we can go to the create button here and go to the live broadcast. There it is. There it is. Yes. Perfect. Stream health. Stream is healthy, it says. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so like I was saying, there's really not a whole lot of a play to be done on Facebook there, in my opinion. And we have the Qs and the SPY that were pretty mortally wounded by that huge Facebook drop. I mean, Facebook lost, I was reading this morning, they lost over $230 billion off of their company's value in the stock market there because of that huge drop. So, sorry, Facebook, but, you know. Oh, what was that hilarious meme that I saw about Facebook? Hang on a second. See if I can find it here. Yeah. Can I send this to my computer? Let me see. Yes. Where is it? There we go. Yeah. Where's my main? There we go. That's what I want. Facebook executives realizing they're really about to blow a 10-year lead to a children's dancing app because they decided to censor and ban all of their best creators over BS arbitrary community guidelines to push an agenda. We really did have everything, didn't we? I thought that was just fantastic. And very true, actually. Because that's just kind of what happened. I'm sure it'll bounce. Always does. There's always the ups and the downs. But that's definitely a pretty big down for them. So the awesome thing about this huge gap down is that now we have set the stage for an awesome gap up, or I should say a huge bullish gap fill right here in the future at some point. You know, let's say it crosses this 255 line, or 255 line here, and starts to go again. We have lots of room right here for it to go up because there are no more stop losses left here. There's, of course, you have typical resistance. You know, this looks like it was a key level here at 280-ish. You have another little channel here, the top of the channel, 266. It's going to hit points of resistance, but the point is that I'm trying to make is that now we have this huge, beautiful gap that can possibly be... Man, look at the volume. Oh, you can't see it. Hang on. Let me see here. Look at this volume here. This is like the highest volume ever in Facebook. I mean, it's even better than 2020 when there's tons of volume spikes happening, you know. Over 2 times the volume happened yesterday compared to any other time in the history of Facebook stock. So I just think that's really cool. I think that's really, really awesome. So, okay, so let's get into our plays here. What am I looking at this morning? So, I was mistaken about Snapchat. Oops, what did I just type? Or where did I just type? And why is it not letting me? There. Snapchat. They did not have earnings yesterday. Their big drop there, I don't know. I think maybe that was just from Facebook. I mean, that was a huge. Again, I don't know why exactly it dropped so hard and so far. I tried playing it yesterday off of the 26 level. Felt like 26 was a good. If it were to drop below 26, I felt like it could go down to 25. I tried playing that twice. I tried to buy here. It kind of started to work and then got squeezed. I tried again here in anticipation of it dropping, got squeezed out, and then oh, let's see. Yeah, it was here. And then I just ignored it the rest of the day because I was like, hey, I've traded it twice. Small losses on each trade, you know. Typically, if I can't get it by the second trade, historically speaking, I shouldn't be trading it. Well, turns out I was right. It went down to 25. Would have been a nice little trade, not huge, and I doubt I would have held it all day. But it actually got all the way down to 24.32. So it had some room to go lower. It would have been a decent trade. But I was at work, didn't see this breakdown, and it was a slow breakdown. I probably would have gotten bored with it or scared and gotten out. I don't know. So I'm glad I didn't focus any more on it. I thought it would be a good trade, but it wasn't. Now, again, I thought for some reason they had earnings and then it just wasn't posted on here because of this huge drop. I think that was just in sympathy with Facebook. Then they did have earnings and it was actually pretty decent. So we have this nice big gap up this morning. And it looks okay-ish. I don't like that it's been basically fading all morning. Just lower lows and lower highs. That's just not a very good look for it. So sorry, I have to check some text messages here. Do. Okay, so yeah, Snapchat. It's kind of interesting. I'm not, since I had a good day yesterday. I don't want to be overconfident today. So I'm just going to kind of be. I want to check out, see what everybody has on their scans, and see what I think Ford had their earnings. Ford, yes, and we are looking for. What are we looking for here? What's our daily chart telling us? First, we're going to so we are at 1844, so we are below. the channel, so that's okay, that's good. And looks like 1850 is, what is this here? 1861, 1880, and 1892. And what's our pre-market levels telling us? I would like it to be, I'd like it to stay below 1850. 1860. Yeah, I would like it to stay below, ideally 1850, but yeah. Let's try for that. 1850 or so. So I like the look of Ford. And we have some support at 1790, so I'm going to say 18, so not a whole lot to play around with. If it does indeed crash and break all of that at 18, we could be looking at down to 1650. Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking that a good target, first target would be maybe 18-ish, and then after that 17 $1 increments. I mean, it's had bad days before where it's slid several dollars, so let's see what happens with it. Oh, pins. I forgot about pins, about Pinterest. Man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to touch Pinterest. Oh, Ford, please wait. Well, it's crashing. Snapchat. We looked at that earlier. I don't know. I just not sure about it. It seems, yeah, I don't know. I'll put it on my side screen here. And we want it to hold, what would we like to see? So obviously I'd like it to hold 34. 35. I would like it to hold above 35. And I don't know that I want to buy it above. Yeah, I'm just a little bit leery of that. So we have that. No, I don't want that. Somebody's talking about Microsoft. Did they have earnings? No. They did. Oh, I see. It's below 300. That's why. 300 to 295 maybe. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Hey, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Right, nice. Yeah, we're just kind of sitting here chilling, watching stuff. I mean, we have a few potential potential plays here, but since I had a good day yesterday, I don't want to be overly confident today. Uh,
Yeah.
and I don't see stuff that is like my favorite pattern.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of going through other people's picks right now to see if they would apply to me. 228, 220, 205. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just I mean my favorite right now is Ford because it's gapping down underneath a channel. And so it's kind of that's my favorite right now. But it's going too soon. Like it's going down further faster than what I would like. So it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it ultimately if it's fading down. Let's see here. It had a couple like um downgrades, like people were thinking it was worth, 26, $30 or something, and now they're like, oh, it's worth 25 or 26,
Yeah.
20, and that sort of thing. So that doesn't necessarily they're they missed on earnings. They did well on a couple things, but the nice thing about it is that their operating profit in 2022 is like right in line with analysts' predictions. So it's kind of like, yeah, they're doing okay, but of course the market doesn't appreciate things just doing okay. It's more that
Yeah.
they want it to outperform. Hence the gap down. What button? Just a minute here. Sorry, Patrick came in.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just be watching Ford. I would really I would really like it to rebound to about 1850 or maybe 1860, and
Yeah.
then short it from there, and just have maybe 10, 20 cents worth of risk on there. That would be nice. Thankfully, the options are not expensive at all, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's what I would like. I would like it to rebound to 1850 or so, and then fade the rest of the way. Because I think we could get down to 18 or so, and that would be, a 50-cent move on Ford would be really decent, I think. So
Yeah.
it's like Facebook is having a nice little short squeeze, pre-market short squeeze. It says, "Squeeze me." So I was trying to figure out. I was like, I'd like to play some music in the background of my stream here. So it's just like you don't have to listen to me smack my lips and be unintentionally obnoxious. But all the music I wanted to play was copyrighted, so if I do that,
Yeah.
I could get flagged.
You could play NCS music.
What's NCS music?
No copyright sounds. It's a
Oh.
YouTube channel.
Oh,
They have like Alan Walker and stuff on there. I'm not sure
well, that's cool.
fully what entails like you being able to use their music.
Ah, okay.
But
I'll have to check into that after I'm done here today.
oh,
Yes, Ford, thank you. Jacked
I
back
get
up. Awesome.
crusty today.
I can't type today.
Oh. This thing's temperature gauges must be off by a ways because
Really?
it on the 06 because it says its coolant temperature is at 78 degrees, and I
Nice.
just started it.
You're like, no.
Definitely not 78 degrees out.
No.
Although I guess it was plugged in, so I guess it could.
Oh, if it was plugged in, yeah, that could be.
That's true. I didn't think about the block heater keeping everything nice and toasty.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm gonna get some scooters because
I think that's a fantastic idea. I really do. Pins. Everything's going too soon. But I do like how Ford is kind of retracing itself there. I like that a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, I think my main watch is still gonna be Ford. I like the fact that it's kind of safe. Again, since I had a really good trade yesterday, I was like, I don't want to ruin it, and that's my tendency.
yeah.
And there's the market bell. Bell. All right. Ford. Let's see what you got. And of course, options don't open up for 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
That's so weird that... Oh, there goes pins. Pinterest. That would have been a good... Just... The problem with trying to get something immediately after the market's open is that if it's gapped up or down, the option prices are everywhere. Like, absolutely everywhere. And so it's hard to know what to buy and what is an actual good price on it.
Yeah.
Because it could be hyperinflated because if it's a huge gap down or a huge gap up, people might be just like putting limit orders in at an obnoxiously high profit, and it's just not a realistic kind of gain there. Price, I mean. Okay, Ford, let's see those options. Come on. I would be in it right now if I had options. Come on. Bounce back up to 1850 in time for me. No! Stop it. It's not cooperating. There go the options. Alright. Let's do this. Shoot. Let's go.
I have to call Sam quick.
Oh, that's the wrong account. I'm on the wrong account. No! Oh well. That's okay. Same thing. Let's just go over here again. Positions, Ford. Close it. Let's see here. So we basically hit our target there at 1805. Sadly, I was trading from the wrong account here, so this is a margin account, a very small margin account, so we'll see if we can make a little profit on it. Let's grab us yeah, let's just give it some time here. Got a 1750 put, and if we can see, what is this? 5. Meh. Meh. I mean, I don't really care which account it comes out of. That just kind of discombobulated me a little bit. Facebook. Looks like it's going again. I'm gonna leave Ford here for a little bit. Ooh, nice.
Okay, anyway, I was on a phone call with Sam, so what ended up happening?
Oh, so I I bought from the wrong account. I was using my phone, and I was signed into the wrong account. So it kind of discombobulated me a little bit. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm watching Facebook here, and I don't know. I just kind of, whoops. It's one of those times when it's falling into support, and I don't know. I mean, 29 is kind of like what the lowest I was wanting it to go, or thinking it could go, but
Our vehicles, so we're not gelling.
It will not help the gelling, Dad. That happens in the fuel tank.
But the warmth of the exhaust
does not
gel.
okay, so Ford is still falling. That's great. Nice. I'll take that.
I'm gonna make myself an egg sandwich.
What?
There's one of these, see if Emmy wants one of these poppy seed things or something.
Ice cream.
Okay.
So I probably, yeah, we'll see what happens here. 1780. 1770. Okay, 1770 is kind of like, I'm actually going to get out here because I'm break even, and yeah, that's good.
Wait, so weren't you shorting it?
I was shorting it, yeah, but I bought too soon. I shouldn't have bought that soon, and I paid an ugly price for it. So I was instantly down 20%, and I've just recouped that 20%, and I just wanted to get out at break even. So,
Yeah. So the spread was bad?
well, it wasn't
Or
necessarily the spread. It was more just that, like, since it was gapping down, everything was overvalued at the open, and as soon as the options open, like typically, I wait 2 to 4 minutes before I trade options in the morning, but so the market had been open for about 4 minutes, 5 minutes, but then the options became tradable, and I should have waited another minute or so before I got in because they were just way overvalued. So
yeah.
yeah, that's okay. Da 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 dum 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 dum.
I mean, at least you were right about it.
I was, yep, I was, and if it would have been if the options would have been tradable at the very open, then it would have been a very nice, smooth, clean. It would have been that 50 cents that I was looking for. But
Yeah.
unfortunate, and I did. I got my 50 cents. It just it was ruined by me being impatient or just not really thinking about the fact that even though the stock had been trading for 5 minutes, options
Yeah.
hadn't been. So I got a wickedly nasty, overly valued um, price on the put. So yeah, that's okay. Hey, break even after a mistake, I count that as very good, very nice. So
Yeah.
um, let's see. Was Facebook breaking down more, or did it hold that? Yeah, okay, so it's holding that 230 area for now. Um, I'm just gonna. The spread isn't too bad on Facebook actually, but like I said, it's falling into support, so I'm not all gun ho. It's not like it's falling into a gap. Um, somebody said DWAC is trending. What's DWAC doing? Oh, nice.
That's
uh, nasty spread though. Patrick, if you're gonna be in here, you have to be silent, okay? You understand? Uh, yeah, don't like that. Don't like it very much. I'm just gonna leave that for now. Oh, this is all-time highs. Uh, hmm. Grab one of these. Okay, so we've got position in ABBV, and we're looking for about 50 cents worth of profit on it.
Are you long or short?
I'm long. Probably should have gone short, but I'm going to give it some time because it's trending nicely. Ford continues to drop. That's nice. Hey, bud, you need to go out now. No. Okay, I have to pause this.
Okay.
Okay, what did I miss? So it's fading. That's unfortunate, but oh well, that's okay. Give it some time. SPY is trending nicely here. Red to green move on SPY would have been nice. Let's see here. See if it holds 142 here. Let's see. Ford's bouncing. Patrick, I saw you. Go on out. Run along. Close the door. He's being just a little bit naughty today.
Yeah.
Should probably just get out of this because I want to try to give it a little bit of time. But I'm afraid it's just going to fade. Is today Friday?
Yep.
Oh. Well, that's why. I was thinking it was Thursday. I'm like, why is the price of everything going down so rapidly? Well, bummer.
I'm at the bank, so I turned you
Okay.
way down.
That's fine. Hmm. So I'm still holding on to my ABBV calls, and I'm basically the bottom of this candle here, 441 or 141.75 is my stop. So we will see what happens.
I decided I'm gonna stop at Tire Mart instead of
Okay.
because it'll be cheaper and I can get breakfast. So
Nice. I think we have a jobs report that's coming out
Yeah.
today, if I remember right.
Okay, I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna go get myself something
Okay.
yummy.
So job numbers look good. They beat the economists' expectations. So that's good. Okay. January took place in blah. Okay, so that's good. I mean, that's a plus. So it's resting above the 9 simple moving average. Or I mean, below. It's kind of bumping around under that. Everything's just kind of sitting here, waiting to pounce. Apple is wanting to go somewhere.
Oh,
Can't quite do it.
well, they were out of all their breakfast stuff, so
That's sad.
I got coffee.
Okay.
I don't know, I might stop at McDonald's because I'm fat, but anyway, what is happening?
Oh, not much. I'm just kind of sitting here holding these couple calls that I got. They pretty much instantaneously decreased in value, like 80%. So it's kind of one of those things where it's so far down, I might as well just hold on to it for a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
I was going to have a pretty tight stop, and then all of a sudden it was like, bam, instantaneous 75% loss. I'm like, okay, it's a good thing they were cheap.
Yeah.
So, doo 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 doo. So, Apple, let me grab a little bit of Apple action here. Executions are so slow on the computer. I really need to just use my phone. What? Why has my phone not updated itself for this? Again, wrong account. What's going on here? Oh, the app's just locked up. That's why. Good old Thinkorswim.
Yeah.
Always there when you need them, right? Ha. There it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see here. What are we at? No, I'm just going to cancel that order, I think. There we go. I was looking back at my trading history, and so far, Fridays have been my least profitable day, which is kind of interesting. And I believe it probably has to do with the fact that options are so cheap that I'm like, oh, a cheap option, I'm going to get it. And just not really thinking the whole process through. Like this ABBV move here that's creaming me. You know, I should have looked at the chart and been like, okay, third green day, top all-time highs, and it's been green ever since the open. There's going to be pullback. I probably shouldn't buy it at the high, you know.
Yeah.
Oh well, lessons learned. But again, they were cheap, so I'm not too worried. It's not like a huge loss or anything. Just kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the good jobs numbers is going to lift the market.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Microsoft's kind of breaking out a little bit. Sorta. Everything's just kind of hesitating. I'm kind of liking Snapchat here. I'm going to get by this breakout here. Okay, ABBV, I'm out. Man. Yeah. I'm out. You need to run along, son. You know you're not supposed to be when I'm trading. What? I know, but you need to go on down, okay? I'm in the middle of trading. I know, you need to go. I'm gonna be down in just a little bit. Go! I'm gonna be down in just a little bit. Ah! Crumb cakes. Let's see here. Super choppy today. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so my key level on Snapchat is 37, and my goal is going to be around 30, 38.50.
Did they have good earnings?
Yep, they did. Apple's doing good. That's nice to see. Yeah, ABBV, man, that clapped me pretty good. I should not have been enamored with the cheap calls.
Yeah.
Oh well. See if we can recoup some stuff with Snapchat. Microsoft would have been a nice little breakout. Man, people are just scared today for some reason. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da, 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 da. Pins is holding up pretty good. Pinterest. Switch to a different time frame here.
Can't quite decide.
Yeah, it's kind of just like, eh. Oh, come on. Come on, Spy. Survive. Survive. Nope, it's not going to do it. Well. It's really struggling. Man. 37.50. Yeah, there it goes. Couldn't quite do it. I'm still going to keep 37 as my stop.
Oh, are you in on it?
Yeah. Oh, it stopped me out, so. Okay. That's too bad. Guess my goal should have been 38, which was, I guess, the pre-market high. So, oh well. That's okay.
It's
One
a
of those
Friday,
days.
So,
Yep. Typical Friday, I guess. Haha. It's so choppy. So choppy.
I'm
Man,
about to run some deer over.
do it.
Nope, they saw me and stopped. That's a big ass deer.
Mm. This one guy is trading Amazon in our chat group. I'm like, you are a mad lad.
What's the chart look like?
It's not so much the chart as the price. $3,000 per share.
Yeah. Is he trading options or the actual stock?
I don't know. The options were even more. So
Yeah, well, that's just it.
Ba-dum. And it's almost time to go, and there's nothing. Nothing. Even Facebook is like, nah, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to kind of sit here. And this is what happens on Fridays. So, okay, all of the options are really cheap. Because most of them are like about to expire at the end of the day. And if they're not in the money, they're going to expire worthless, meaning they'll be worth nothing. And so you look at these options that are out of the money, you know, just $10 for Facebook. Let's say one that's at $2.25. They're only $30. And so you're like, man, it could totally do that. So then you buy it, but if it doesn't reach that and you don't take profits, you're going to lose 100% of that.
Yeah.
But the thing is like or what I do, I'm just kind of like, well, it could reach there by the end of the day, so I'm just going to hold on to it until the last minute because there's the possibility it could reach there.
Yeah.
And then that's a guaranteed loss of $30. Well, what happens if you buy, one of those, and then on another company you have, um, on another company you buy another $30 one.
Yeah.
So then, in the end of the day, you had all this potential, and in your mind, you're like, yeah, so much potential there. I could go from $30 investment to a $200 profit, Sounds awesome. But more than likely, historically, for me anyway, I lose money.
It's that good. It's on a Friday and everything just dies at the end of the week.
Not necessarily. It's more just the, hey, go on out, bud.
Yeah.
Go on out. You just wanted one? Okay, run along. I'll be down in just a few minutes. What an ugly, ugly market. Wow. Okay, well, I'm not going to trade anything more. I think I'm going to get ready for work, and
Okay.
sadly, chalked up another Friday in the red. So,
Yeah.
just
That's
sticking with
unfortunate.
history here, I guess those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it, right? So,
Yeah.
but I think that when I
Oh
looked
well.
at my profit and loss calendar the other day, I was like, yeah, Fridays, my worst days are always Fridays. And so
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to figure out why that is. And I think this morning, when I traded that ABBV, I think I realized what it was, is that like I said, they're just it's too tempting. It's too tantalizing. It's like, yeah, I mean, these are cheap. I'm gonna load up on these babies, and then you don't realize, or I don't anyway, that they might be cheap, $15 contracts. But if you buy 5 of them and lose $1, then you've lost $5 just instantaneously.
Yeah.
Now looks like Spy and Qs are finally actually breaking out. Nice.
Yep.
Snapchat had better not do anything. It better die the rest of the day so I can feel good about selling or getting stopped out.
Exactly. Well, I am going to run into the Merc and buy an electrical splitter because we
Okay.
don't have one at the job and I need one, so I'm going to buy a cheap one. So I guess you'll probably be off, so I'll just hop off. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Not gonna
Talk
move
to
that.
you later. Bye.
Alrighty. Bye.
Yep, well, I should probably go. I think Facebook could work. I think it could work, but a little late in the game now. 2:34 would have been a good break. What's it on the NASDAQ? Yeah. What a totally whacked day. Wow. Tesla. Options are not cheap. Whoosh. Wow. It's crazy. Poor Mark Zuckerberg. His net worth dropped by 31 billion. Man, poor guy. What a shame. I'm sure as long as he still has $1 billion in the bank, he'll be okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it quits here and get ready for work. So it's tempting to try to make back my losses there, but we'll have to do that on Monday because I need to get to work. So anyway, have a fantastic day. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you bright and early Monday morning. Be back at it, face it fresh, and keep on learning. Have a good one. Have a good weekend, everybody.